And thank you for joining me today to walk through some velocity practice calculations. Today we're going to look at solving for velocity, distance, and time. So first question, what is the velocity of a cat that has traveled 14 meters in 3.0 seconds? So some things that I know. Underline the numbers. So I'm looking for velocity because what is the velocity? So I need to know this. So V equals, I don't know. I do know it's traveled 14 meters. I know that 14 meters measures distance. So the distance is 14.0 meters. And 3.0 seconds is a unit for time. Okay, so now I can look and I can say, okay, I'm solving for velocity. And I know that velocity is equal to distance divided by time. And I know both of those. So this is going to be equal to 14.0 meters divided by 3.0 seconds. And if I take 14.0 divided by 3, I get an answer of 4.666 repeating. And in this case, I have 3 significant digits here with 14. I have 2 with 3, so I need to round this to 2 significant figures. This is going to be 4.7, and then I had meters on top. I had seconds on bottom, so it's going to be 4.7 meters per second. And I should draw a picture. Label it a cat going this way. And if I tell you that this is 14 meters, and I tell you that time was 3 seconds, then I can give you a velocity of 4.7 meters per second to the right. So there's our first one solving for velocity there. Question 2. How long would it take a wheel to roll 34.2 meters if the wheel, not ball, is moving at a rate of 6.0 meters per second? So I'm looking for how long. So this is looking for time. So I need to know time is how long. I know that it rolls 34.2 meters. That's a distance. I know the rate is 6 meters per second, so that's going to be my speed or velocity. I can make it v in this case, which is 6.0 meters per second. So I can draw a wheel rolling on the ground, and it rolls 34.2 meters, and v equals 6.0 meters per second. I want to know time equals, not sure. So my equation again is velocity equals distance divided by time. I'm solving for t, so I need to multiply, get it off the bottom, so I need to multiply it on both sides. Take this side times t, and this side times t, so I'm left with distance equals velocity times time. And now to get t by itself, I got to get rid of the v, so I'm going to divide both sides by velocity, which leaves me with the equation of, so on this side these t's cancel. I'm left with d equals v over t. On this side, my v's cancel, so d over v equals t. So there's my t equals distance divided by velocity. So my distance up above was 34.2 meters. And on bottom I had a velocity of 6.0 meters per second. If I divide 34.2 by 6.0, I get an answer of 5.7 seconds, because seconds is here, so seconds will be on top. Because I had 3 significant digits with this number and 2 with this number, my answer needs 2. So that is going to be my answer on this one. And the last question. This one asks me how far would a wagon travel if it's moving at a rate of 7.0 meters per second for 14.5 seconds. So I need a wagon. There's my wagon with the spokes and the wheels. If it's traveling at a rate of 7.0 meters per second for 14.5 seconds. I want to know how far it would go. So things that I know. I have velocity, distance, and time. I know the velocity is 7.0 meters per second, in this case to the right. I know the distance, or I don't know the distance, that's what I'm looking for. And I know the time is 14.5 seconds. So with my equation of v equals d over t, I'm trying to get this variable by itself. So time is on bottom, I need to multiply it. And when I do that, it'll cancel out on this side, one on top, one on bottom. I'm left with distance equals velocity times time. Distance equals velocity times time. I know my velocity is 7.0 meters per second, and I know that my time is 14.5 seconds. If I take 7 times 14.5, I get an answer of 101.5. Now, how many significant digits do I need? In this case, I need 2 here, and I have 3 here, so my answer needs 2, which makes life kind of difficult because of this question. So in this case, I have 1 and 0 are significant. These are not, so it's going to be 100. I can't put a decimal. And to be specific, if you're going to do 2 sig figs here, you put a line over top of this second 0. So your answer should be 100 with a line here. Meters is what we're going to be measuring. In this case, if you don't put a line there and you give me just 1 sig fig, call me over before you do it, but I would understand. I don't expect you to be able to do this at this level. But that's how we do a significant digit that's a 0. So that is your speed and velocity calculations. Use this as a reference as you fill out your worksheets, and let me know if you have questions. Thank you for your time and attention. Enjoy the rest of your day.